For all the latest updates, subscribe to News 9.
US President Donald Trump says that if he loses 2020 presidential elections, then he will go on and do other things. The race for the 2020 presidential election is heating up between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. The US presidential is slated to take place on November 3rd later this year. Weston McKennie, who plays as a midfielder for the US national team, has said that US President Donald Trump is not the right leader to handle the current situation in America. The African-American footballer's remarks come in the wake of George Floyd's death. McKennie further added that Trump is just adding more fuel to the fire. The Secretary General of the World Health Organization, Dr. Tedros Adhanom, has said that any vaccine which is developed should be shared with everyone for public good. He further added that everyone should have a fair access to any life-saving products that are developed. As the coronavirus is showing no signs of dying down, the chief of the World Health Organization has raised a concern claiming that certain populations, including women, at heightened risk of dying in childbirth due to COVID-19. He also noted that young people may be vulnerable to anxiety and depression during these times. According to a new study, wearing a mask is the most effective way to stop human-to-human spread of the coronavirus, as it spreads mainly through airborne transmission. The study also claimed that infection rate in Italy and New York started flattening only after mandatory face mask measures were put in place. As the entire sectors remain shuttered due to coronavirus forced lockdown, UK's economy has shrunk by 25% over March and April. Prime Minister Boris Johnson said the figures were no surprise, as Britain's youth services sector was being hit particularly hard by social distancing measures, but he said recovery would follow. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's wife, Olyana Zelenska, has tested positive for the deadly COVID-19. The First Lady of Ukraine said that she is not hospitalized but is isolating from her husband and children. Ukrainian President Volodymyr is now limiting his exposure to public after his wife tested positive. As both COVID-19 and cholera continue to spread in Yemen, which is facing the world's worst humanitarian crisis, the United Nations has issued a desperate plea backed by its agencies seeking more funding in the war-ravaged country. The number of COVID-19 cases around the world has now gone past 7.73 million mark. Over 428,000 people have lost their lives due to the deadly pandemic so far, while around 4 million people have recovered from this disease. US remains the worst hit country in the world with over 2 million cases.